So, as true American tradition, 3 out of 4 of my stories involve guns and shooting people. Just
America. Heck yeah. Anyway.
heck yeah. God bless the USA. This next one is hilarious. It's also not that unknown. You may have heard of this one, maybe. Theodore Roosevelt. Alright, the original Chad. Maybe. I'm not going to guarantee that. But
He was pretty awesome.
For context, he had been president and then had stopped being president, and someone else became president. Taft, fat guy, couldn't fit in the White House tub. And then Theodore Roosevelt went into exile or something in the Badlands, came back, saw, this fat guy in the White House, and thought, I don't like him. I can do better. So he ran for president again, against his fellow Republican. Ended up splitting the vote. A Democrat got to office. One of the worst presidents we've ever had. Pretty unanimously. But yes, that's the time period where this story takes place. It was
Did it happen during a speech?
It did happen during a speech, yeah. You've heard of this one?
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible.
It is pretty
John
awesome.
Schrank was a fluent Bible scholar, great debater. He was well known in his community, hadn't ever had any issues, no crime, had a clean record. But then he got hit with so many tragedies. It's insane. So you know orphans, right? You've heard of orphans?
Yeah.
Imagine becoming a double orphan.
Oh boy.
Your parents die. You get sent to live with your aunt and uncle, and your aunt and uncle die. That's what happened to this guy. He was a double orphan. And then his girlfriend drowned in a steamboat accident. The General Slocum accident. Something like that in New York. This probably drove him insane. All of this happening. This John Schrank guy. John Schrank. So he gets the idea. Well, no, first off, he gets told in a dream by Roosevelt's predecessor, William McKinley, who had been assassinated. He was told by his former president in a dream to kill Roosevelt to avenge his death. And so he goes along with it. Roosevelt's giving a campaign speech in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. How close is Milwaukee to you?
It's maybe 3 to 4 hours from here.
All right.
I'm close to Minneapolis and St. Paul. I'm right on the border between Minnesota and Wisconsin.
This is our area then. That's neat. Connections. But yes, at the beginning of the speech, the crowd gives a cheer, and Schrank pulls out his gun, shoots Roosevelt, and it hits him. And it goes through his glasses case and a double-folded 50-page speech copy. And so Roosevelt is barely injured. He's bleeding, but he's not coughing up blood. And since he's a hunter, he knows that if he's not coughing up blood, he's probably not doomed. It hasn't reached his lungs. So Roosevelt is experiencing no fear. The crowd tries to lynch the guy. Roosevelt tells him not to. He says, "Come here. Bring him here." And he looks his assassin right in the eyes. Just asks him what he did that for. And I imagine that John Schrank, at this moment, was petrified, scared out of his mind, that this man in front of him had just swallowed up a bullet and was now looking him right in the eyes. Schrank gets whisked away. Yeah, he went to an insane asylum, which would probably sucked at this point in time.
The former president was like, I need you to kill this guy, in your dream. I'd imagine that warrants a mental hospital stay, especially if you go with it.
Well, that happens all the time. Who hasn't had that happen to him?
Me?
I've
never dreamed.
The ghost of William McKinley constantly is in my dreams. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Okay, then.
After getting shot, he continues the speech, opens it with, "Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether you fully understand that I've been shot, but it takes more than that to kill a bull moose." And he gives his speech for over 80 minutes, and then goes to the hospital. What a Chad. And to give you a picture how better democracy was back then, his opponents, Wilson and Taft, suspended their campaign while he was in the hospital just to wait for him to catch up. Imagine that happening nowadays.
Yeah,